Hi guys. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the rules for making a citizen's arrest. Now, this is for Canada. Canada first. This is federal law. Canada's blanket arrest authorities for crimes or violations of federal statutes are found in the Criminal Code. In Canada, a criminal offense is any offense that is created by a federal statute. There are no provincial crimes. Criminal offenses are divided into three groups: indictable, dual procedure, and summary conviction. For the purpose of arrest, dual procedure offenses are considered to be indictable. The Criminal Code provisions related to citizens' arrests were changed in 2012 by the Citizens Arrest and Self-Defense Act. As a consequence, it is now possible to make a citizen's arrest in Canada in circumstances where a reasonable amount of time has lapsed between the commission of a property-related offense and the arrest. So, as a citizen of Canada, if you see somebody committing a crime, you're allowed to make a citizen's arrest. You don't have to be a police officer to arrest somebody if they're committing a crime. And that includes people who are actually in the government, the military, or police officers. Now, this is from the Criminal Code. Arrest without warrant by any person. Anyone may arrest without warrant. A person whom he finds committing an indictable offense, or B, a person who, on reasonable grounds he believes, has committed a criminal offense and is escaping from and freshly pursued by persons who have lawful authority to arrest that person. Arrest by owner of property. The owner or a person in lawful possession of property, or a person authorized by the owner or by a person in lawful possession of property, may arrest a person without a warrant if they find them committing a criminal offense or in relation to that property. And A, they make the arrest at that time, or B, they make the arrest within a reasonable time after the offense is committed, and they believe on reasonable grounds that it is not feasible in these circumstances for a peace officer to make the arrest. Delivery to a peace officer. Anyone other than a peace officer who arrests a person without warrant shall forthwith deliver the person to a police officer. For greater certainty, a person who is authorized to make an arrest under this section is a person who is authorized by law to do so for the purpose of Section 25. So if you have people in the government, like the leaders of the military, or police officers, or politicians that are committing crimes, you can make a citizen's arrest on that person. For example, Canadian Forces stationed Leitrim, how they're using directed energy weapons against innocent Canadian civilians. Since we know the military personnel at Canadian Forces stationed Leitrim are committing crimes against Canadian citizens with directed energy weapons, you could go to Canadian Forces Station Leitrim and you could do a citizen's arrest legally on the chief of the base and all the commanding officers of that base and arrest them for committing crimes against Canadian citizens. Provincial law. There are several arrest authorities found through the various provincial statutes. The most notable citizen's arrest authority in Ontario is found in the Trespass to Property Act, but there are others found in the Highway Traffic Act, the Liquor License Act, and many others. Trespass to Property Act. Arrest without warrant on premises. A police officer or the occupier of premises, or a person authorized by the occupier, may arrest without warrant any person he or she believes on reasonable and probable grounds to be on the premises in contravention of Section 2. Delivery to police officer. Where the person who makes an arrest under subsection 1 is not a police officer, he or she shall promptly call for the assistance of a police officer and give the person arrested into the custody of the police officer. Now, that was for Canada. This is for the United States of America. In the United States, a private person may arrest another without a warrant for a crime occurring in their presence. However, the crimes for which this is permitted vary by state. Common law. Most states have codified the common law rule that a warrantless arrest may be made by a private person for a felony, misdemeanor, or breach of peace. Breach of peace covers a multitude of violations in which the Supreme Court has even included a misdemeanor seatbelt violation punishable only by a fine. The term historically included theft, night walking, prostitution, and playing card and dice games. Texas courts have defined and interpreted the term breach of the peace to mean an act that disturbs or threatens to disturb the tranquility enjoyed by the citizens. So yeah, guys, as a private citizen in most Western countries, you have the right to make a citizen's arrest against anyone who's committing a crime. And that can be somebody in the government, or that can be somebody in the military, or that can be anybody, any citizen in Canada, the United States, Australia, or Europe. Check up the laws on citizen's arrest in your area, because you can actually arrest these people and then deliver them to the police. So all you people out there who are being targeted criminally by these Freemasons in the police department, you can actually arrest the people doing it. If somebody's following you around, gang stalking you, you can citizens arrest them and call the police and hand them over to the police, and they can explain themselves in court if they want to. So yeah, guys, those are the laws for citizens arrest in Canada and the United States. Look up your local regulations, and if the government's committing crimes, people in the government are committing crimes and the police are letting them get away with it, well then you have the right to citizens arrest that person, and then you can hand them over to the police, and then they can answer to the arrest in court. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
They put a parking lot on a piece of land where the supermarket used to stand. Before that they put up a bowling alley on the site that used to be the local pally. That's where the big band used to come and play. My sister went there on a Saturday. Come dancing, all her boyfriends used to come and call. Why not come dancing? It's only natural.